Thanks guys for checking out my video on e-cig, e-liquid and e-smokes. How to actually use them, get the best benefit from them to reduce your smoking and perhaps just cutting down. In the video that I've just made, there's a few things you need to understand and realize for all this to come together, and some of these things are: what is it that chemical companies and tobacco companies don't want us to know? Right? There are certain things we're being pushed along one track rather than the other. Ask yourself this: why is it you get angry, you have those mood swings, you're frustrated, that sort of thing, when you try and give up smoking? Everyone says and passes it on and says it's the nicotine, right? And all we do each time we try and give up smoking is hurt our family, friends, and so on. Well, the answer is wrong. Nicotine is nothing more than a grade 7 poison, but it's not what causes the mood swings. It's not what causes us to be tired and frustrated and so on. I mean, let's face it. Why is it when you put a patch on, you still feel like there is something missing? You still get the mood swings. So what is it that's causing it? Well, I can guarantee it's something a lot closer to home, and it's been dangling in front of your eyes. Okay, you put a patch on, you chew the gum, you sprays, whatever, but really, if you sit back and you analyze it, who is benefiting from it? The chemical companies. They make all your patches and your sprays and your bits and pieces. The tobacco companies, what are they doing? They're actually feeding off you buying the cigarettes, but now they're buying up all the e-cigarette companies. Okay, and who else benefits from it? At the end of the day, it's the government, and the government is pushing the prices up even more and more, and that's probably part of the reason why you're looking for another alternative. Reality is the government puts the price up every few months and they keep increasing it. The problem is with that, what they're trying to do is force people off it, but reality is, as people come off it, they're raking in more and more taxes. But I guarantee you shortly the government are going to start and tax the e-cigarettes. So if you're really serious about giving up smoking, you want a cheap way of doing it, I do recommend them. The information that I've got on my website, you take the information I've got there, you combine it with your e-cigarette, magic, it'll work for you. So before the government start and tax the e-cigarettes, I would suggest that maybe you go and have a look at it. So why is it you pack on weight? Every time we try and go cold turkey or give the smokes away or cut them down, we start and gain weight. There's a logical explanation to it. Think about it. It's not nicotine. If you follow the link, I will reveal to you everything that I'm speaking to you about here on this video. And don't worry, there's no hype, no promotional gimmicks, no come over to my website and you have to pay for the information of that. It's free and I want to keep it that way. So I will later on ask you to click on the link below to keep this information up there so it helps people. I am an affiliate for e-cigarettes. I do use their product. Okay, so if you do happen to click on the link or you're serious about buying a cigarette, please do it from my website. At least then I'll make a couple of dollars and that helps keep the website up. It'll help the blogs keep going and people sharing ideas and so on. But if you don't, go and buy your e-cigarette somewhere else, by all means please do that. Okay, I just know if you combine the two bits of information that I have on my website, put them together, you will cut down smoking and you will quit and you won't be making it hell for your family and friends. So, who am I? My name is William Bennett and I am an NLP practitioner. I'm also a Reiki master. Now, what is NLP? NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, which is basically someone that helps people get rid of their phobias. They might be scared of snakes or spiders. They may have been traumatized when they're young or whatever. We also can use it for helping people quit smoking. It's a light form of hypnosis. But again, even using that, we can't make you fly around like a chicken or whatever. That's just bullshit and crap. Okay, No, to even use hypnosis to quit smoking. It will not work unless you want to give up smoking. No one can force you to do something. Only you can do it. So, I wanted to make this a little bit of fun, so let's see if we can try and do that. Anyway, I'm 50 years of age and I started smoking cigarettes when I was about 7. I used to follow Mum around and she'd put a cigarette down, and of course she was doing it, so I figured I could do it too. So I used to take a few puffs, and one day she caught me and decided, well, how else can we fix this? Yeah, so she came up to me with a bright idea. Come on, son, let's go and sit down and have a nice cup of tea and a smoke. Back then she would have said, let's go have a wee cup of tea and a fag. Yeah, I grew up in Scotland and that's how we talked back then. So, off we go. I mean, who should I sit there back and knock that back? I mean, I've got like, 4 other siblings in my family. And, she didn't do this with them, so I was royalty. So I should have guessed of something afoot, but unfortunately I didn't. So we sat down, and after a few puffs, Mum decided to introduce me to a thing called the French drawback. Well, it looks kind of fun and sort of sophisticated. Basically. So, I mean, who would I be to try and say no? I mean, after all, we're sitting down. We're grown-ups here. We're having a nice cup of tea and a cigarette. Hey, we're bonding. We'd be mates. Yeah, we'd be mates. Yeah, bonding my ass. She was setting me up for one hell of a curveball. And for those that don't know what the French drawback is, let me explain. It's where you take a puff of smoke, and as you exhale, you re-inhale it through your nose. So you get a second dose, except this time it's good old stale smoke. It's a great way of watching a person turn green. And as you could probably guess, after chucking up half a lung and my eyes watering like Niagara Falls, and Mum sort of looking at me with a little smile across her face, and she had the gall to turn around and ask me if I was alright, like she was some kind of little angel or something. Yeah, set me up a beauty. Well, what else could I say? She made it sound as though I was doing something wrong, so I was coughing and spluttering and that. And that just made me think, maybe it was me. Yeah, you guessed it. Yep. Of course, I went and tried again and I threw up the other half of the lung. Yeah, I know, dumbass. I get it. Yep. Look, guys, please check out my webpage. There you'll get the truth on how to put things together and make it real easy for you to give up smoking. You'll also be able to do it at work, and it'll give your workmates some peace and quiet as well. Anyway, so you can use these techniques to quit or reduce your smoking. I went from 40 a day down to 10. I saved myself thousands of dollars every year, and I think they're the best idea. I personally don't want to give up smoking. I enjoy it, so I found a way of combining the information I've got on my website and the e-cigarette, and I don't get the mood swings, and I don't go snappy, and I don't go yelling at people, and I don't put on the weight, most importantly. And it's not some fandangle diet either. So if you could do me a favor and click down the bottom and like this link, that would be terrific, because that'll keep it up and available for everyone to get the information. Also, last thing, if you guys have a funny story or an antidote about something to do with smoking, particularly maybe when you first started or whatever, or maybe you got involved, it was a gang member and you were hanging around your little club member or whatever, I'd like to hear about it. Put it up on the blog, on my webpage, or make a video and try it up here. It'd be absolutely terrific. Anyway, guys, please, kind regards to everybody. My name's William Bennett, and that's my website. It's www.ecigarettestarterkit.com.au. Yeah, plenty of jokes and fun. Please put them up. Absolutely love it. Thanks, guys, for coming and watching.